people are always like, hey Megan, oh my goodness, you're so popular, you have so many friends. Okay, yeah, like I wasn't always like somebody with a bunch of friends, but you're so popular. No, I'm not popular. Like, I'm 28 years old. Like, you're not popular when you're 28. Like, maybe in middle school, if I had been like cute and more fun and like nice, maybe I would have been popular then. Maybe popularity is a thing when you're that old, like 12. I'm not popular, but I do know what it takes to have friends, and a lot of you don't, and it's kind of sad. So I legitimately get this question more than I probably should as an adult, but it really gets you to think like, okay, if you're wondering how I have friends, like, you must be really struggling in the world that we exist in today, because we're so averse to social interaction. So many people do not know how to interact with other people if it's not through a form of technology. Anything one-on-one legitimately freaks a lot of people out. So in order to have friends, you guys, my one tip is to be a friend. Like, to have friends, you have to be a friend. You think it's easy having friends? It's not easy. You guys are a lot of work. You guys are a lot of work. I don't even like you guys some days. Some days you're difficult. You're always texting me, blowing up my phone, complaining about your things and your stuff and your other things, expecting me to go out and spend my money with you guys. Well, yeah, because that's what it takes to be a friend. And that's what it takes to have friends. It's like reciprocity. You're not going to be my friend if I'm not your friend. And I'm not going to be your friend if you're not my friend. That's how this stuff works. So if you're wondering, like, yo, I don't got no friends, are you being a good friend? Are you putting energy? Are you putting any energy out into the world, into these relationships that you're trying to like bolster? Are you trying to have friends? Because if you aren't, then no wonder you don't have friends. It's a lot of work. Relationships are work, not just romantic relationships. Friendships are a lot of work. So honestly, like, if you want to have friends, you have to make an effort to contact them, hang out with them, and just generally keep up with them and be supportive. And I would just suggest that you find people that will reciprocate that, because again, there are only so many hours in the day. Like, I have a lot of friends. I didn't always. 3 years ago, I had no friends where I was at. I lived in Chicago for like almost 6 years. I didn't have any friends there. I had a boyfriend and fiance at one point, whatever. And like, we had nobody there. We just didn't really put the effort in, and we didn't really find people that were like us, and we just didn't. We were miserable. But at the end of the day, I look back and it was my fault, because I would come home from work and I would make excuses and I'd be like, I don't feel like it, blah, blah, blah. I don't like anybody. Nobody likes me. I was taking the victim mentality. Like, there will always be people you get along with, but you have to find them. You have to put in that effort. You have to go on the meetups or go to the coffee shops or go do the hobbies that you enjoy doing, and actually put in the effort of starting a conversation with people in person or even online. There's Bumble BFF. I've met a lot of friends that way. You have to spark a connection somehow. But then furthermore, you have to be a friend from there and carry on that connection. You have to talk to people, check in with people, make plans to actually get together at some point, and you have to stay up with them and support them as well. Okay, those are the 3 things. Talk to them, meet up and connect, and then keep on going with the connection and support them. So my challenge to you really is, if you want to have friends and you don't really feel like you have that many, either go out and meet some new friends or connect with the friends that you used to have. And honestly, make a list of, how many people do you really want in your circle? Maybe let's just say, 5 people. So you're going to text 5 people and legitimately be like, hey, how are you? How have you been? It would be great to grab a cup of coffee sometime. So you're talking, you're making a meetup, Maybe talk for a little bit so that it's not creepy if you haven't talked in a while, or if you like are just meeting them, and then meet up at some point. And then after, say like, hey, I had a great time with you. Would love to do this again. Maybe let's just touch base in like 2 weeks. People are busy. I get it. It's cool. Maybe if it's not 5 people, maybe if that's too much, maybe it's 3 people. Maybe it's 1 person, whatever you're comfortable with. But again, if you want to make friends, you have to be a friend. No one's just gonna like fall into your lap. That's the victim mentality. And we are not victims on this channel. We curate our own lives. We figure out where we want to be in life, and we make it happen for ourselves. So you can have a beautiful life. You can have amazing friendships, but I promise you it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It really, really, really is worth it if you put the work in and you make those amazing connections. And pro tip, if the friendship just isn't working out, it's not right for you, you don't have to hang out with them all the time. You can kind of put them to your outer circle. It's totally fine, because again, there are only so many hours in the day, and we want to be around people that build us up. But we also, what do we want to do? We want to be the person that builds those other people up as well. Again, reciprocity. So what does it take to have friends? You have to be a friend. Oh my goodness. Yay. Yay. You have to talk to people, hang out with people, and support and connect with people more. Yay. So cool. Okay, my name is Megan Summer. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the bell notifications button so you get more videos from me. And if you have any questions for me that you'd like me to consider answering in the form of video, go ahead and drop those in the comments, or you can always email me. My email and my Instagram are in the description of this video. Go ahead and follow me on the gram if you want to see my wild and crazy real life. I don't filter any of that stuff. And yeah, I look forward to talking with all of you soon. Love you guys. Mwah.